Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. So I wanted to start being consistent more on YouTube. So I am going to try something different, and I apologize if my room is a little bit messy because I am kind of revamping our room right now. So don't mind me. But I have really been into Streamer University and watching a few of the professors. I haven't gotten around to watching all of them yet, but I'm hoping to learn a few things from their streams, and been trying to watch some of the IRL stuff as well. Few things I have learned so far from the popular streamer Ludwig. So he is a professor right now at Streamer University, and I am just I went back and I watched a little bit of his VOD on Twitch. So here are some points that I had learned. This might be in a couple segments or a couple YouTube videos, as he does point out a lot of good points, so I want to go through them together. But we're gonna start maybe like a small mini series or just a small couple segments and see how it goes. It's part one. So thank you for being here. If you're a content creator streamer, want to hear about these points, here we go. So one of the first points he points out to become a successful streamer is that it includes luck. So I feel that with content creation and streaming, luck is a very big part of the role, but the other part is the consistency and the hard work. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. This is my own personal opinion, but that is what Ludwig had mentioned, is that it does include some luck. And I do agree with that. I do agree with that as well. And you can control the if, but not when. Also very important. If you also go live twice, you are in the top 10% on Twitch. That was very interesting. I actually did not know that. And if you guys are wondering, I did write down some notes. Is why I keep looking down. It was a lot of information, a lot of good advice. I am planning to watch the whole stream and write down these notes, because as much as I wanted to attend Streamer University this year, I had some IRL, excuse me, I cannot talk English right now, speak English. I had some IRL stuff happen, so I'm hoping in the manifesting in the moon and stars that next year we will get to apply, and I'm definitely determined to apply next year. Okay, sorry, back to the tips here. If you average 20 viewers, you are in the top 1% on Twitch. That is definitely so true, because there's been a few times where I've looked at my own metrics online and I've seen that I'm in like the top 1 or 2%. It is kind of mind-blowing. That means that there are a lot of streamers on this platform. Next part, he mentioned that motivation versus discipline. Motivation comes in waves, and I think it's so important to ride that out. Like, work on things when you're feeling motivated and when you have energy, because as soon as you lose it, it is so hard to get that back. So you guys got this. You guys got this. And discipline. Oh my God. I cannot say how disciplined you have to be. Like, when I first started in the content creating space, I never realized, oh my God, how consistent, how much hard work and sweat and tears really went into this. Like, it's not, unfortunately, something that is handed out. It's something that you have to work towards, and being disciplined and just really trying to stick to a schedule is so important. And Ludwig makes a really good point in making a schedule for yourself and sticking to that, along with the discipline in that as well. And for myself, like, I try to stream at least once or twice a week. I used to stream Mondays and Wednesdays, but now I do every Wednesdays and Thursdays. Occasionally I have been missing Wednesdays, like the last 2 weeks, but I have been consistently still streaming on Thursdays, but I'm still trying to shoot for 2 a week. But I think it's important to still, regardless, try to keep a schedule in there, because life can get so hectic. The next point he said is like setting that foundation, writing those goals. When you write down those goals, it's easier to kind of like manifest those things. And also he said include non-metric based goals, goals that can be controlled and dream big, but make sure those goals are achievable. So, you know, I wanted to share a couple goals with you guys that I have for myself for this year, that might be doable. I wrote down I'd like to reach a goal of 9,000 followers on Twitch, IG 25K, maybe the end of the year, Twitter monetized, or 2,000 followers, either or. YouTube partner if possible, but the biggest for me is shooting more YouTube content. I think that YouTube, guys, is so important. Like, remember that Twitch does not have the greatest discoverability, so having the discoverability at other social media platforms is so important. And it's what brings those individuals into your streams too, if you do want to stream on the Twitch side or just being a streamer in general. Do you think it's big for myself to be able to shoot more content and really getting that evergreen content out there? So evergreen means that it's videos and content that will kind of stay out there forever, and content that could potentially grow and continue growing in the future, especially very passively. You never know if something could go viral, so I'd say always post, always post. I've been so bad about posting on YouTube, and I think the hardest part for me is just what kind of stuff do I want to post on YouTube. And I want to post different things on YouTube. I at first thought, okay, maybe I'll try streaming on Twitch and then I'll turn that Twitch content into YouTube content, but sometimes that doesn't do as well, or even like just cutting and trimming things down. I think if I have a plan for stream and then convert it into a YouTube video, I think might work better. But of course, like just chatting with you guys about this, you know, brainstorming some fun ideas is always a plus. Especially, I want us all to grow together, because in this space is so hard, and I think everyone can do anything that your heart desires. So yeah, so anyway, back to that goal, guys. Posting at least 2 YouTube videos a month, maybe vlogs, my IRL stuff, something different, maybe something different than gaming. Maybe I'll showcase some more like indie games and doing more game reviews, because those seem to do well. Because if you guys see the content on Twitch already, maybe why do we want to see it again on YouTube is my question, but we'll figure that aspect out. He said one of the most important things is taking those days off, guys. Always so important. I always find a hard time when I have to take those days off. I always hate myself for it, but I'm really trying to be better about that. I really am. So you guys always take those days off when you need to as well. Take care of yourself first, because your mental health comes first. And also be authentic. Authenticity is always the best way to go. If you're not yourself, your community and others can tell. And lastly, my most favorite thing that I probably already mentioned earlier that he said is, motivation is fleeting. Be disciplined. Be disciplined. As long as you stay consistent, anything is possible. But yeah, anyway, guys, this is part 1. I plan to go back and watch his other video, but I also want to see what other professors are talking about in their classes as well, and what they're teaching. So if you guys really liked this video and want to see maybe a part 2 or another professor that you guys had in mind that you guys would like me to kind of like recap, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. This is my first time doing something like this, and I think that's the fun part about content creation, is that if one thing doesn't work, you keep trying something else. So thank you again so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.